What is going down, everyone? It's Insomulus here again, back with another gameplay, and this time I've got something special yet again. Another subscriber requested gameplay actually, and this was requested about a month or so ago. I think about the time I uploaded that triple MOAB, maybe the video after, but one of my subscribers requested that I try and go for the knife only MOAB, and since he requested that I got that I go for that, sorry, I've been like going for it on and off, like in about 1 or 2 hour sessions since he actually requested it. I think I spent like 7-8 hours going for it in total, and in my opinion the knife MOABs are probably the hardest MOABs to get in the entire game, in my opinion anyway. And I actually did manage to get a knife MOAB before this one. I got one last week, a 4-minute 30 or so one, and this one's about 6 minutes. And the one that I got last week, as you guys already know, I actually accidentally deleted like pretty much all of my gameplays that I actually had. So I lost that, but nevertheless I got this one this morning. And this one is a 6-minute one, which is still pretty fast. It's still really fast in terms of knife MOABs. Most of the ones that you're going to see on YouTube are span the entire length of a game. So 6 minutes, still not bad for a knife only MOAB. I suppose any knife only MOAB's not really bad. But as you guys, if you guys have seen any other knife MOABs, the majority of the kills are normally with, you know, throwing knives and stuff. But in this gameplay, I only actually get 2 kills with the throwing knives, and all the rest with a knife. I get like 24 kills with my knife and 2 kills with the throwing knife, and then calling the MOAB. So not too bad. And in this game, I want you to pay close attention to the radar up at the top. And you'll notice throughout this entire match, the entire 6.5 minutes of gameplay or whatever that I'm actually going to show you guys. Oh, look at this. I don't even know how I survived there, but throughout the entire 6.5 minutes or so that I show you guys, you'll notice that I'm running blind for the entire like duration. Oh, look at this again. Some only use me blade strafing technique right there. But anyway, oh yeah, something else I meant to say. I'm actually playing on tactical in this game. As you guys know, I play on tactical. I don't play on default, so knifing is a bit of a pain in the ass for me. I'm not really used to knifing, so you'll notice that in some situations I kind of wait for them to come around the corner before I actually go and knife them, because, you know, I don't have full movement because I'm not using default. But anyway, for the third time, for the 6.5 minutes that you'll notice I'm playing this gameplay, I'm running completely blind. None of my teammates calling a single UAV throughout this entire match, which even for a regular MOAB, going for regular MOABs with a regular gun, it's really hard to get them, considerably harder to get them when there's no UAVs being called in, and there's not a single UAV called in throughout this entire match. So I'm basically running off, you know, map knowledge, spawn knowledge, trying to win my gunfights and try to guess where the enemies are going to be. And that's basically what I did, because I didn't have a UAV or a radar to rely on. And for those of you guys that are going to comment saying, oh, well, the enemies were, you know, really terrible. Yes, the enemies were really terrible. It's pretty obvious. You're not going to get knife only MOAB on people that are like fucking MLG players with like 3 KDs. But you'll notice at the end of this game that my team was actually 10 times worse. There was like most of my team was going negative, and we actually would have actually lost this game. But after I call in my MOAB and die, we was losing the game, so I started using my MP5 after that to, you know, secure the win, because there's nothing worse than losing a game in my opinion. So basically, when you're trying to go for like funky MOABs like these, or when you're using shotguns or anything like that, you basically got to change your playstyle. You can't play like you would with an assault rifle. You can't play like you would with an SMG, whether it be rushy or campy. You've got to do a combination of the both. You've got to really pick your gunfights more than any other weapon that you're using. Like if you're running knife only, or even with some of the shotguns, let's say the AA-12 or some secondary weapons like the Scorpion and stuff, you really do have to pick your gunfights and make sure you're not putting yourself in a disadvantage. Like you see here, I come at that guy head first, throw my knife at him, and once my knife's gone, I retreat because I know that there's no chance of me running up there. And then once he jumps down, I manage to run out and pick him off. And that's something, if you guys want to try and go for like a knife MOAB or anything, this is the kind of playstyle you want to use. You want to be always ducking in and out of cover, running away from gunfights, then waiting around corners and waiting for the enemy to come for you. That's the only way to really get it. You're not going to get a knife only MOAB just pure rushing straight into people. You always want to be flanking them from the sides and doing stuff like that, because if you are rushing, you know, straight head first in like you might do with, let's say, a striker, a submachine gun, you know, you're just going to get outgunned, because people are going to either hear you or whatever, they're gonna see you come in and just take you out. Whereas if you're coming from the sides, there's limited field of view if you're coming from behind. But anyways, if you're coming from behind, you know, they're not gonna know you're there, and you can just take them out easy. And stealth is 100% the key when you are trying to get a knife only MOAB. And you see here, you see I like kind of aimed up my crosshairs there. That's because when I'm coming up behind someone or from the side, I like to, when I've been trying to go for this knife MOAB anyway, I like to kind of eye them up and aim up a bit, just so my throwing knife can be perfectly on target, just in case while I'm running towards that enemy for the knife, that if they turn around or move or whatever, I can quickly throw my knife and still have a chance of killing them, instead of them just turning on me and see me just running at them like a headless chicken trying to go for the knife. And I don't know how this guy in the corner didn't kill me right here, but luckily he was using a sniper and I managed to take him out with that knife right there. And I think I'm 1 kill away right now, and I'm just pretty much shaking, trying to, getting really nervous and trying to wait out the last kill. But luckily, I did manage to get it, and I was really surprised that I actually managed to get it in this map. As you know, as you guys know, Baccarat is one of Baccarat, however you say it, it's one of the biggest maps in the game. It's one of the more long range and assault rifle based maps, and you see there, I get the MOAB right there. 6 minutes it took to get, and I call it in and get, I think, one or two more kills after this. But yeah, it's on one of the biggest maps in the game. Also, none of my teammates called in any UAVs. I didn't call any UAVs, and there were no portable radars down, so everything was running completely blind, just based off map knowledge, spawn knowledge, like choosing my gunfights right, choosing all the places right, and just luck as well. So that's pretty much the end of the gameplay. I actually managed to have to pull out a regular gun after that and just win the game before my team lost. The final score was 38-3. Thanks for watching, guys. If you could, drop a like and drop a comment for me, because this really was a pretty unique gameplay. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.